And we can begin our restorative yoga practice in a comfortable seat. Once you get comfortable, allow your eyes to close. Turn inward. And bring your attention to your breath. So allow the hands to rest easy. Relax the shoulder, setting down any weight that might be riding around on the shoulders. Freeing up the jaw, finding space between the backs of the teeth. Slow down your breath. And if you'd like, you can engage your Ujjayi breath. It sounds like the wind. And if you're wondering how to do Ujjayi breath, maybe you already know how, or maybe you're wondering. One way you can do it is by taking your hand out in front of your mouth and your nose, like this. And the next time you exhale, exhale out your mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. Try that a couple times. And then continue to do this. But when you exhale, close your mouth. You can release your hand down. You're hearing that wind-like breath on both the inhalation and the exhalation. So you're kind of constricting the back of your throat, and when you breathe, you're brushing the air across the top of your throat. And Ujjayi breath is good because it can help keep you focused on your practice. And it can help keep you in the present moment, where everything happens, and it's always the present moment. So why not live there? And then pressing the palms together in Anjali Mudra. All the fingers touch, the palms touch, and the fingers point up, and the elbows point down. The shoulders are relaxed. Maybe the thumb knuckles touch the heart. May our practice together this afternoon teach us to be in the present moment as we make a union between mind, body, and breath. So finish and exhale. The next time you inhale, let's lift that intention as we raise our prayer up to the sky. And then exhale, make a circle around your body. The fingertips float down. They touch the earth. The chin moves to the chest and the belly button moves toward the spine. Keep the chin into the chest and the belly button toward the spine as you bring the palms back together in front of the heart. And then inhale up, look up, open the front of your neck, open the throat. And then exhale down. The fingertips float to the earth, chin to chest, belly button toward the spine. Palms touch. And then inhaling up. And exhaling down. Several more like that. Moving with your breath. We'll get ready to reverse this. So the next time your chin moves to the chest and the fingertips move to touch the earth, pause. And then inhale, reverse. So inhale, the fingertips float to the sky. As you look up, the palms touch in prayer above the head. And then we exhale the prayer down through the third eye, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, root, and then fingertips to the earth, chin to chest. Inhaling up, palms touch. As you look up at your prayer above your head, and then exhaling down. A few more like that. It's really good to simply raise your arms above your head, your hands above your head, because of because of the lymphatic system, underneath your armpit. There's all of those little lymph nodes. It's really good to just get this moving. Or maybe you notice that already. Check in with your jaw, make sure it's relaxed. And then the next time you exhale and the prayer lands in front of your heart, we'll pause. And then inhale, bring that prayer back up. And we'll stretch the side body long. So exhale the right palm to the earth, the left fingertips up and over. So keep the left hip grounded. Inhaling back to the center, fingertips reach, spread your fingers wide. And then exhale the left palm to the earth, right fingertips up and over, keeping the right hip grounded. And a couple more like that, pairing movement to breath. And the next time you exhale and your right palm moves to the earth and your left fingertips go up and over, let's pause and breathe here. So keep the low ribs into your body. Plug your left shoulder in, your left hand, the palm is facing down toward the earth, and then just turn your gaze toward your right hand. And breathe. The next inhale takes us back through center as together we salute the sun right up above head. And then exhale, opposite side. Keep breathing. Plug the right shoulder in, the right palm faces down, and turning the gaze to the left hand. And then inhaling to the center, pressing the palms together in prayer, again above the head. And then exhaling the prayer to the heart. And then releasing, and we'll take an easy seated forward fold. So the legs are long and you're using your supports wherever you can. So if your knee doesn't want to go straight, that's okay. I wonder if today we try just like opening the legs a little bit and putting something underneath the knees. And we'll only do this for a second. And actually, no, let's change it. It's a seated forward fold with our knees definitely bent, the soles of the feet on the earth. Let's see how you like this one, Joel. Maybe this will feel better on your knees, but if it doesn't feel good, of course, don't do it. Remember that we weren't doing seated forward folds really, I think. I don't know, but hopefully this feels good. So your legs are just coming out from the hips, so there's some space between the feet. And sometimes you can measure the space between the feet by taking 2 fists. I'm making sure the feet are 2 fists distance apart. The next time you exhale, we'll just fold forward. Release the weight of the head. You can grab the opposite elbows behind your knees, as long as you're relaxing the shoulders. Release the weight of the head a little bit more. Bring your attention to your Ujjayi breath. Maybe this feels really good on your low back. As we create some length in the back of the spine. And then once you've had enough of that, coming up, and we'll roll down onto our backs for some reclined twists. Remembering that if our low backs are feeling it, if our low backs hurt, we want to mostly do our twists lying on our backs. So lying down on our backs. First, I'll start by hugging the knees into the chest. And instead of hugging on top of the knees, maybe taking the backs of the thighs. Notice if the shoulders are creeping up toward the ears. And find some space between the ears and the shoulders. Notice if your chin is tilted back, and bring the crown of your head, send the crown of your head straight back so that your chin is perpendicular to the earth. And then we'll make some circles with our knees in one direction, massaging the low back. And then the other direction. And then keeping the knees into the chest, we'll take our arms out in T position with the palms facing down. The next time you exhale, the knees go to the left and the gaze goes to the right. We'll just pause and breathe here. So when your knees go to the left, if the outside of your left leg isn't touching the earth, you can take a pillow or a bolster and place it in between the earth and the outside of your left leg so that you can get nice and comfortable. And notice if the right shoulder blade is coming up off the earth, and try to wiggle around so that both shoulder blades are on the earth. The gaze is to the right for more of a twist, or the gaze is up or to the left. Pause and breathe here for several restorative, cleansing breaths. Enjoying the song that the humans and the dogs are singing for us. We'll switch it over to the other side. So the next time you inhale, bringing the gaze and the knees up to the center, and then exhaling your knees to the right. Again, notice if there's a lot of distance between the earth and the outside of the right leg. And if there is, you can take a pillow or a support and place it in between the earth and the outside of the right leg so that you can rest here. Notice if the left shoulder blade is coming up off of the earth, and if it is, kind of wiggle around. And the gaze is to the left for more of a twist, or up towards the sky, or to the right. And whenever you feel even in your twist, unwinding, and maybe doing another hugging of the knees to the chest. And as you do this time, bring the forehead to the knees. So you're curling up in a little ball. And then releasing the head to the earth. Then the soles of the feet to the earth. We'll take some really gentle bridge rolls. So the arms go alongside the body with the palms facing down. The tips of the middle fingers touch the backs of the heels. Space between the shoulders and the ears, crown of the head reaching straight back. so that the chin is perpendicular with the earth, protecting the neck. We'll finish an exhale. The next time you inhale, press the soles of the feet into the earth and bring the hips up. And then exhale the hips down. You want to add arms to that. When you inhale, you bring the hips up and then reach the fingertips up and overhead, rolling onto the backs of your shoulders. And then exhaling, rolling down. The hips go to the earth and the arms alongside the body. The fingers, the tips of the fingers brush the backs of the ankles. And then inhaling up. And then exhaling down. Try to go nice and slow. So the breath is slow, the movement is slow. I'm so sorry about the dogs barking. All the dogs in the neighborhood are talking to each other. So if you hear any distracting noises, this will be our practice. If you hear any noises that distract you, return to the sound of your breath, your Ujjayi breath. And then the next time you exhale and lower down, we'll pause and breathe. If it feels right, you can take the soles of the feet together and let the outsides of the knees float to the earth. So just letting gravity take the outsides of the knees to the earth. Notice your low back here. If it feels like it's shortening too much and it doesn't feel good, you can bring your knees back together. Or you can do this little adjustment where you press the soles of the feet together and then bring the hips up. And then roll the back down. Roll the low back down so it's more even with the earth. Taking the hands to the belly. On the inhales, notice how the belly rises. The air will, and the belly will move into the palms of the hands. And as you exhale, and the air moves out of the body, the palms move down as the belly button moves toward the earth. Rolling over to the right side when you're ready. So the inner knees touch. We cradle the head in our right arm and the left palm goes to the earth in front of the heart. And then using the arms, we'll press ourselves up to a comfy seat. letting the head be the last thing to come up. And in our seats, we find our alignment. So noticing where the hips are, we bring the shoulders above the hip and the ears above the shoulder. Pressing the palms together in front of the heart, we bow to each other. Thank you so much for practicing together with me, Barbara and Joel. You're awesome. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know you have another class probably right now. Do you have more than one dog?
No, but
A
literally,
little one. I heard a little dog.
there was a little dog. Honestly, every